end of last summer, so we became pretty fast friends. And so we're excited to let you in on sort of like the back end, the back end of boudoir photography. We're gonna delve into that pretty quickly. We're gonna do this is like an appetizer version of a boudoir shoot, right? Right. Because even a mini session where you just do one scene or
Right.
a little thing is longer than what we're doing tonight. And so this
Like
is
a
just
shot.
yeah, like a shot, like little tidbits. And then a full session takes normally how many hours?
Oh gosh, a full session from start to finish with the hair and makeup, and then the same day image reveal. I ask everyone to plan for 4.5 hours.
Okay, so that's long. So we're not
Yeah.
doing any of that.
No.
Even if you're here tonight on the live stream, we encourage you to look at what we post later for content. We'll post a replay because we did a whole bunch of filming ahead of time because I came with a totally soaked head.
Oh,
Had the whole hair and makeup. I was a mess, didn't know what I was wearing. So
but you're supposed to be a mess when you come in for boudoir.
that's right.
We don't want your hair and makeup done.
That's right. If you have any questions tonight about either Botox or boudoir photography, anything we don't cover, do put those in the chat. We'll probably get them to them more at the end. We may ultimately end up answering a few of them because we have some notes of things we want to mention. But we're gonna.
I'm so excited.
Oh, it's exciting.
Ah,
But we'll get started
yeah.
pretty shortly. So we will look at questions at the end. And tomorrow we will announce the raffle winners and raffle prizes as well. So, do be present, be active, and hopefully we're going to have some fun with this. And we have a special guest. We have our friend Jeremy. Come in the camera.
Come on, Jeremy.
Jeremy is going to be our male model this evening. Thank you.
You fly.
I know, right? Thank you for joining us, ladies, to make it even extra spicy. So
Yes.
why don't we start with
Do you want to do a 1 or 2 questions now before we go in the other room?
okay, so I think what we're gonna do, we'll start with just a quick little tour of the wardrobe room.
Okay.
Okay. But I feel like with boudoir photography, that is
Save it for later.
I know. That is the thing people stress about most. Not only what are they gonna wear or
Oh,
how are they gonna look and is it the right time? Like when is the
so what's really cool about what I do is with all of my clients, I offer a complimentary wardrobe consultation because lingerie is the most intimidating thing to buy. We don't know, and the sizes are all a mess. Um, They're awful, honestly.
Yeah.
So I do a wardrobe consultation, and it can be in person in the studio. It can be via Zoom. I do get a lot of people that travel a fair distance to come here. So my furthest actually is Montana.
wow.
I know that was pretty exciting. So we do Zooms for anybody who's far away, and I will walk you through the appropriate type of lingerie for your body type. We can try them on if you come into the studio, or we just, we'll talk through it. But I discuss all of that. In addition, the prep process with me, you get a lot of emails. And I'd say about 4 or 5 of them are all surrounding outfits. Yeah.
I mean, I know when I started doing it like probably a couple of years ago, and got addicted very quickly.
It is.
We stress about, especially as women, we stress about, well, I don't want to do this. I'm not doing this shoot. I need to lose 10 pounds. I always need to lose 10 pounds. I need to lose 10 pounds. Jeremy, how many times have I mentioned to you? Oh my God, I got to lose 10 pounds. You know what though?
Me too.
I haven't lost the 10 pounds and I've done several boudoir shoots.
I haven't lost mine either.
And the photos come out great. The photos come out great. And it's not because they're so doctored or photoshopped. It doesn't have anything to do with modification after the fact. It really is just a matter of the skill
Posing
and posing
and
lighting and camera angles and everything else. So
absolutely.
I would say this is like sort of tip number 1. If you're holding back because you think your body's not good enough, give it up because it's going to look great anyway. They're going to make it look great because they do.
Let me tell you that I can do more for your weight loss with my lights and posing and angles than you can do with 6 months in the gym.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I don't want doing the same day image reveal.
Yeah.
I don't have time to do any manipulation or
Yeah.
or photoshopping per se.
I've done
So
You're looking at your images, I'm like, they look
that I just took.
right. You know, they're not super doctored. It's just
Exactly.
the lighting and it's the camera angle. So
Mhm.
that's it. But let's start by taking a quick peek. Here's the plan. We're going to take a quick peek at the wardrobe room, perhaps. And then Amanda has some various stations that we're going to go through and maybe do a little bit of posing. And Allie hopefully will be keeping us up to
Do we have any
Right.
questions or anything?
have any
Yeah.
questions yet.
Not yet. We got
Uh,
Amanda's an amazing photographer so far.
Oh, thank you. I don't know who said it, but
And I would say this too, I mean, just to kind of, we can tie the Botox in here like as well. The most important prep you can do before Botox is research on the person who's gonna stick the needle in your face. Because people are like, oh, how do I repair? I'm like, know who you're going to.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
Comfortable. It's a vulnerable situation.
Yeah.
Boudoir photography, I'm asking you to bring your insecurities in and let me take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Y'all are fools.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I can do more. Remember, no gym.
Yeah.
So it's very, very vulnerable.
Yeah.
So you want to connect with whoever you're doing the service with. Same with the needles. I mean, I knew you, I came in, I trusted you that, I'd still be able to smile.
I think unfortunately what happens, fortunately, but I mean, people get very focused on what's your cost per unit, what's your dollars per unit, what's the sale, what's the this, what's the that. And of course, cost and budget are important considerations, but at the same time, you can take 100 units of Botox, and if this person injects it versus that person injects it, the outcome and the look can be completely 180 degrees different. And so I always try to like remind people, listen, the stuff doesn't inject itself. And there isn't a week that goes by that we don't see someone who went to a Groupon or like super sale, and then they're like, can you fix this? And I'm like, it's going to be 3 months before this is fixed because I can't suck it out. So
Doesn't that break your heart? I get the
But-
same, the clients that have come
Yeah.
after having a very poor photographer experience. And I just want to hug them and say, damn it, you should have called me first.
right,
Because it's so detrimental to self-esteem and confidence when, well, a couple weeks ago, my client came in and she had another photographer first, and she said that she looked dead. And she showed me the pictures. She looked dead.
it's like,
So she came to me and she didn't look dead.
awesome.
Yes.
All right, let's see this wardrobe room.
All right.
Let's get it
I'm
going.
gonna follow you.
All right.
This is our fan club here. I'll have you know, real quick, this is Jen. This is one of my beautiful hair makeup artists.
Girls, come to
This is Gretchen. This is Lisa's hair. My
Personal hairstylist.
Absolutely. See?
For excellence. All right, let's take a quick look in the
All
closet.
right. Come on in. So this room tends to get messy because there's clothes everywhere, there's boobs everywhere, there's shoes everywhere. It's actually not that bad right now. But if you come on in, Allie, we can show them. I have a enormous collection of lingerie. And what's really cool is I'm an inclusive studio. So I have from extra small to 6 extra large. The shoes are size 6 to 11. I think we can find something for everybody.
Nice. Now, do people bring their own like
Yeah,
outfits?
definitely.
Thing?
Definitely. One thing that I really, really love is though these shoots really benefit, and for the women, when they do something for a partner, to incorporate something of the partners, a shirt or a uniform or a fishing pole.
Mhm.
For props, because that's really, really cool. So yes, you are absolutely invited to bring something in. You are welcome to wear anything of mine. And we talk through all of that during the wardrobe consultation.
So even before someone shows up for the shoot, you already know what they're gonna wear.
Yes,
Because you've already decided that.
absolutely.
Either they.
I've got outfits hidden back there that are for shoots coming up.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I set it off to the side so it doesn't get used and end up in the laundry when they come in. Because that's not good.
I mean, how popular is this, would you say, like in this area? You're shooting how many days a week? Would you say?
4.
4 days a week.
I like to only shoot 3, but I'm busy. Yeah. So it's very popular, honestly.
A lot of repeat customers, a lot of people like me who do more than one session.
I have a 66% return client rate. That is amazing. Yesterday's client was her 5th and she booked her 6th before she left.
Yay.
So it's addicting. You said it. It's addicting.
All right. Well, we're not going through wardrobe where I have one outfit on under my robe. That's it for tonight. Because in the interest of time.
And it is a Facebook appropriate.
It is.
It's once she derobes. So, but I'm gonna go turn the lights off. I'm gonna grab my camera.
Oh, we were going to mention that there are times when we're going to turn the lights down. You might not be able to see all that well as we're shooting, maybe at times, but you will be able to hear us. And so I don't know. We're going to keep it real. We're going to do what we're
Real
really.
is all I can
We're
offer.
gonna,
That's anybody who's come in. I'm like, this is me. So I might swear.
okay.
I might get excited.
That's all right.
All
All right, let's do it.
right, Jen, I'm gonna have you put that for me, please.
Ready?
So we're gonna go over to the bed. Lisa, want to take your robe off?
I don't really want to take my robe off.
It would be helpful. Oh, I need a light. Let me grab my light over here. So one thing is I do strobe photography. Even though it's dark outside, I have no windows, as anybody has noticed. I only work with artificial light. I forgot the word. So with strobe photography, for anybody who's like, oh, I don't wear much makeup, might feel like a lot when they first get it applied by my makeup artists. And the reason for that is because this will flash you out if you don't have anything. We also do false eyelashes. So Lisa has extensions, so we will not put them on if you have eyelash extensions. However, for everyone else, because eyes are such a focal point, we need the lashes. We need a little bit of makeup. We need a little bit of blush and lipstick. And don't worry, if it's a surprise for someone, we have makeup wipes. Come on. All right, Lisa. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have you lay down right here in the middle on your back with your head right here and your feet right here. So this is the first pose I put absolutely everybody in who comes in for their very first time. This is simple. I'm not asking you to arch, turn into a pretzel. I save that. As many know, I save that. So this one is a very simple pose to get you comfortable with me because you just finished hair and makeup and that's when the nerves kick in. You're like, oh, crap. I know, I feel that. I'm going to have you bend both legs. I want you to take that right, cross it over the left, other right, other left.
My right.
Oh, no, left over right. My bad.
Who doesn't know her left from her right?
Me, actually. That would be me. I'm going to try to get my hair tied on. I'll follow these bracelets. Okay, so what I would like you to do is when we shoot, you're going to point this toe. Okay, I want you to put one hand on each side of a girl, chin up high, up to the ceiling, and lightly turn your head towards me. Perfect. Yep, we're going to close your eyes, and I want you to breathe out of your mouth. This parts your lips, and the reason for that is it relaxes all of the tension in your face. So from here on out, I'm going to tell her, close your eyes, part your lips. And we're going to work on those fingers because tension holds in our hands too. So from here on out, she has boneless chicken tenders for fingers. I'm always hungry when I shoot. God. All right. So chin up real high. Beautiful. And my camera's ready. And I'm going to take a picture. And actually, I'm going to take a couple of pictures. I have a very distinct lighting style with the shadows and the lights. I use shadows to hide the parts we don't like. And I use the highlights to accentuate the parts we do. All right, I gotta get a nice, good booby shot. Can I say booby on face mask? All right, I'm gonna show Lisa, and I do this for you too. When you come in, I want to show you a picture because in your head, oh, there you can see her boobs. In your head, the poses I put you in don't make sense. They do not make sense. And in your head, you're this is not going to look good. Yes, it is. All right, Lisa, we're going to switch. You're going to be on your knees, and I want you to face out that direction.
The girls.
Leave them in there. Good. Yep. Let's go ahead and sit back into your feet. You're going to face straight out towards that wall right there. No, no, no. What I'd like you to do is I want you to part your knees. There's a reason I have her part her knees, and you're going to sit back into your feet. Your range of emotion in your pelvis to arch your back is a lot more when your knees are open versus when they're closed. And I always demonstrate it. I'm not with her, but I always demonstrate.
Showed me earlier.
I did. In fact, our camera people came in while I was kneeling on the bed with my legs wide open. Okay, so my light is set. What I'd like you to do is I want you to just take those boneless chicken fingers. You're going to take your left. I really don't know left and right. So your left, I want you to place just nice right here, right above the breast. Bring it down a little bit and over a little bit. That way. Perfect. That hand you're going to bring up, and I want you to kind of hug your jawline right here. Yep. The only thing is I need to turn your head towards the light. Now, what you've got going on here is we're squishing. Nice, light, low fingers. Turn your head towards that. Perfect. Chin up high. Eyes closed. Lips parted. Beautiful, Lisa. Gorgeous. And I always take a couple of shots. I'll do vertical, horizontal. I will move my angle. I'll zoom in. I'll zoom out. I want to get some detail shots. She's got a really beautiful ring. Sometimes I'll climb up on the bed and do ask permission. Okay. Perfect. You can relax. And I will always, always let you relax after a pose. We're going to go over to the couch. While we're getting over there, I'm going to show everybody this one that I just took. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that nice? Beautiful. All right. So I got to grab the light. Thankfully, my light's on wheels. Okay, Lisa, come on over. So we'll do this one, and then I'm going to do the chase, and then we'll bring Jeremy in. How about that? Okay, so this one is another simple pose. I've got you laying on the couch, and our natural instinct is to fall into the shoulder. We don't want to do that. You want to keep your head up like this. Remember, fingers are loose. Bottom leg straight, top leg. Your foot is going down your leg. Don't tuck it. Don't put it in front. Just this hand is just going to go right here. You're going to turn towards this shoulder, and I want you to drop your head all the way back. Very goddess-like. Oh, I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
I don't remember all that.
Yep.
And be forward, pointing.
Yep. Perfect.
Don't fall into my shoulder.
Right. Now turn towards the shoulder and drop your head all the way back. Is it okay if I touch your hair? Yep. All right. Perfect. So I will always ask permission before I touch you. So now I'm going to take a couple pictures from right here. Close your eyes and part your lips. Allie, do we have any questions yet?
I do not.
All right, some. Perfect, Lisa, you look amazing. Look amazing. And I'm gonna do one more. So one of my favorite poses, I have to take this down for. So we're just gonna throw it on the bed for right now. You're gonna sit up on the back of the couch. I don't think I showed her this one earlier. You are. Everybody does. There you go. Right there. You're fine. I get up there. Perfect. So what I would like you to do, and this is going to bring it up just a little bit of a notch again. We're going to have to part the knees so you can arch. But again, so thankfully she's wearing a long piece of lingerie. Bring your feet back and out. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit. And now move your feet out. So, yes, perfect. Lean back against the wall. It's cold. I was like, what's the matter with her? And you're gonna put both arms up above your head. Nice loose fingers. Turn your head towards this light. Perfect. Close your eyes, part your lips. Bring your feet back towards you just a little bit. There you go. No, you got it. It's like a frog pose. It's a little different when you're wearing heels, or I make you go on tiptoes during this. Now your arms, I want you to offset them because you've got them ballerina style, so offset them. Yes, perfect. Awesome. One more. You can relax. There's 2 couch poses. Easy peasy. Come on down. Try doing that in 6-inch heels. Getting up and down. I've got pair of shoes. Now I need a minute to move the chase, so I'm going to do that real quick. There's a meme going on Facebook. If you don't see your photographer moving the furniture, they're not really a photographer. All right. All right. So, again, we're really working with the posing, the lighting. I have an idea of where the lights go now. This is, again, many years of practice, trial, and error so that I can achieve this light style. You are going to sit on the chase about 6 inches. I want this arm right here. And anybody who is watching that's been in is like, oh, I did that pose. I've done that pose. Both legs up. Sit up nice and tall. This arm is just going to hang out right here like this. And then the light right there, I want you to look up at it. You think it looks. And I'm in tight jeans. Perfect. Let's extend those legs a little bit. And you're going to point those toes. I'd like you to bring that knee forward. Yes. Yes. Gorgeous. Look up towards that light. Awesome. And I do want your eyes open for this one. Oh my God, this is stunning. Oh, all right, go ahead and close your eyes. Don't move. Close your eyes. Bring your head back towards me a little bit. And I want you to drop your chin. Yes, perfect. And I'm just going to get just another shot like this. And by just changing the position of your head and your eyes being open versus closed, I've got an entirely different picture and look for you for your album. Beautiful. You can relax. There we go. What do we think? Are we getting comments? Oh, I love this. Here, I'll let you look.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Oh, did it go away? Of course it does.
All right. Nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Awesome.
You ready to know about the next one?
Jeremy, time for Jeremy.
Yes, we can do Jeremy. So I'm going to get you off your chase and I'm going to move it out of the way. And sounds like farts. All right. Oh, the other thing I want to mention is we usually have a lot of music playing.
Oh yeah, no music.
But no copyright for the live, so no music. So come on over, Jeremy. I am going to have you stand right here, just like this. Okay.
Gotcha.
So right where I put my feet, And I'm gonna take this up. Lisa doesn't know about this. Jeremy knows what's about to happen. So bring this foot out just a little bit. Perfect. Lisa is gonna hug his leg. Just like this. So it's gonna be more like this with her chin up real high. Are you, this hand here, can you touch her head when she's down? Like, is my head high enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you're gonna do it. Thank you for letting me get in there.
Oh,
That was a lot. Like I'm gonna go in front with my leggings and something like that. Yep. Which leg is first? The top leg is in front.
okay.
Perfect. So this hand, actually, you can wrap around his leg. Yep. Scoot a little closer to him. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. Now you're going to turn and look in that direction, chin way high, like you're looking up towards him. Beautiful. And this is one of my favorite couple poses. Is because you get an intimacy there between the two of them that you don't get otherwise. And I can zoom in and focus on her. I don't really want to just focus on him. I mean, men aren't really props when I do couple session. They deserve their time also. But Jeremy's a prop tonight. Perfect. One last one. Beautiful. All right, we can relax. So one thing that I asked before is, and I always like to know, there's always going to be someone who's a little bit more dominant. It doesn't have to be the male-female roles where the male is standing. I asked them. Jeremy said he was the more dominant, so that's why he got the standing position for this one today. We're going to go over to the pole and do what I know. I did a shoot this morning and I'm getting up off the floor still. All right. So I have to bring my light over here. And I will in just a moment. I want to blind everybody with this one. There we go. So, Lisa, you're going to stand against the pole like this. Okay. Jeremy, you're going to stand with this arm up because I'm going to be shooting down this way. So this arm, because this will block me. You're going to stand like this and you're going to lean right up on her with your arm on her waist like this.
Are you ready for this? You are. Okay, so I'm going this way.
Okay. Yep, his hand is on your waist and your hand is going to come up around his arm, down just a little bit. Perfect. Now, Lisa, you are going to look in his direction, but what I'd like you to do is chin all the way up so that your head's back against the pole. Close your eyes. Perfect. And then, Jeremy, you're just going to look down at her.
But
It's kind of out there.
oh,
You're doing that pelvic movement. Awesome. So this will work. Normally, I would have my other strobe light out because right now, Jeremy's face is going to be in the dark. We don't want that during a regular session. I'd want to flash onto both of them. But for right now, we're just going to do one. Okay, so yep, head up, eyes closed. Perfect. And then the next one, Jeremy and Lisa, I'd like you to just go forehead to forehead. And I'm going to come in a little bit closer, eyes closed for both of you. Gorgeous. You can relax. So let me show how that one turned out. That one actually, I did move my light a little bit, so he is lit some. So see how we've got him lit up as well.
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So there is your little mini shoot. What did you think?
Thank you. That was
I loved it. Oh, thank you. Jeremy,
Thank you.
All
very
right,
much.
yes. I'm like, I get hugs, right? Did you like it? I love my girls. I love my girls. I'm just gonna turn my lights off. I'll be right there. And this one. Do you have that paper? Perfect. You wanna go sit back and go over some questions? Come through yet.
We've got some comments, not any questions yet.
Oh, we have comments?
Yes,
Say comment.
I can read them to you.
Oh,
Okay, so many thanks to our male model, Jeremy, that you were good sport.
thank you.
It was very difficult, let me tell you.
Have you ever done
I will not, no, this is my first time.
first time being up?
But not your last.
That's
So I hear.
Comments.
comments, yeah. What do you think?
So we've got Cindy Bilodeau said, gorgeous couple sessions look like so much fun. I need a partner for a couple shoot. And thank you, Jeremy.
Oh, I love it.
And then Tracy said, everyone looks amazing. And she plans on doing this for her second session.
Come
And-
on, Tracy.
Jessica says, love the poses. You can see how it's such a sexy, intimate moment between them. Very hot pictures, Amanda.
So I did, actually Jeremy and I are not partners. I did do a boudoir shoot with my husband. That was actually my second
Yeah,
shoot, and those are some of my favorite.
I
Actually,
love couple shoots.
they're
Oh,
so
God.
powerful, and it's not that easy, actually, I feel like, to find a photographer who even wants to do couples, because I think it's more difficult for.
It's a little difficult. There's a lot that don't want to photograph men.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
if they, for whatever reasons, and it's valid to them. I'm not that. I'm not that. I will photograph men.
Yep.
And men can even be nude during a shoot if they'd like to be. Most of them get there.
Yep.
Yeah, I love couples. Let me tell you a little bit about how I do it. I tell you a love story. So while the pictures are really, really hot and spicy, like we toned this way down today.
Yeah, of course.
While the pictures are really hot and spicy, then I'm telling your love story. So all of the prep beforehand, that meet and greet, that wardrobe consultation, you both have to be part of it. You both, and I ask questions. And what is your love language? What is special between you two, in your relationship? And I keep looking at Jeremy because he's right there, but I know that they're not together in that sense. So just go with it.
We can pretend.
Let's just go with it. But I want to know your love story. I want to tell your story. You are the main characters, not me. I'm not the main character by taking the pictures.
And I think honestly, even getting back to sort of aesthetics, that's also part of what we try to communicate with respect to even something like Botox or filler, is that, these medications don't inject themselves. Okay, the person you're choosing to work with in even non-surgical aesthetics is also an artist. Photographer's an artist. An aesthetic provider has to be an artist if they're going to be any good at it. And so it's finding that artist and sticking with that person so that you have consistency over time and you develop a relationship is the way to get the best experience when it comes to injectables. Really vetting your potential provider, figuring out how many years they've been in the business. Is this their full-time gig or something they're doing on Saturdays, their house kind of thing? No, literally.
I can't even imagine.
It's real. The struggle is real. It makes such a difference, and it's that relaxation factor. When someone's worked with you once, twice, 3 times, there's that comfort level where you know what to expect, what's going to happen, what's going to be at the other end, of the experience. And the same can be said about injectables. Is when you stick, you find that right provider and you stick with them, and it's consistent and it's over time, then that fear factor drops, and it's going to be okay, and that if there's any issue, you're going to be dealt with,
Yes.
with much attention.
I mean, I remember when I came in for the injectables, the Botox, and had a concern afterwards, and I felt comfortable coming to you and asking you, is it supposed to look like this? And you were like, yes, it'll settle down shortly, and it was a couple of days, and it was fine. But I wanted to know that I could come and ask you a question because it was my first experience. It won't be my last. I can tell.
Do we have any other questions?
We have some comments. Kelly Longton says, cannot wait to do this with you. Amazing photos. Jessica says, Amanda, you have a gift of pulling that out in pictures, both sessions, hopefully third coming soon. You've pulled out pieces of me that were such a beauty I had forgotten. It was mind blowing.
Oh,
And Cindy says, I would feel comfortable, Dr. Lisa. This format helps you get to know the both of you.
Yeah.
And coming to see Amanda is having an amazing day with a girlfriend. Been with Lisa for years. She's a true artist.
Do most people do like the full session, or do most people?
Yes.
Most people do full.
they just come right in.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
And I mean, I like to call my sessions experiences.
Yeah.
It's so much more than a photo shoot.
Yeah.
It is a full experience from all of the preparation and getting to know you, during our conversations prior to your shoot. So that when you do come in, it's like my girlfriend just walked through the door. I love that. And I love that women are taking the time and just the investment of time in themselves, along with the financial, but to come in and give someone 4.5 hours of your life, that's a lot. That's a lot. And it's not wasted on me. And it might be selfish of me to say the transformation that I get to see. Some women come in, they're all shy and hi,
Mhm.
and then they walk out and they're just like, I'm like, yes. And
You see me with makeup and hair.
Woo. And I felt the same way after coming for Botox with you. I really did. I felt taller. Not that I need to be.
Mhm.
I'm all leg, but I felt more confident and I felt beautiful. I felt a little bit less old.
All right. Anything else? Did we not? cover
We got a question.
7. Oh,
Perfect.
so we're good on time.
Question?
Cindy says, does Botox hurt?
Less than plucking your eyebrows is what I usually tell people. What happens is the needle that we inject the Botox with is literally so tiny. I mean, it is kind of like that. It's the feeling of like plucking a hair at the most.
Tattoo.
Yeah, no, come on. Tattoos are way worse.
That's because it's going in and out the whole. I said,
yeah.
Never mind.
This is what happens. Your first time getting Botox, you'll feel like it was more uncomfortable. You'll feel a little more sting. But then when someone comes back for the next treatment, be it 3 months or 4 months later, they invariably say, oh God, it doesn't hurt at all today. What are you doing different? And I'm like, absolutely nothing. It's the same technique, it's the same needle, it's the same product, it's the same everything. I'm like, your adrenaline just isn't through the roof. And so we're chatting, we're relaxed, we're comfortable, and you're like, oh, you're done. Like, people say that to me, you're done already? I'm like,
Wow.
I could dance for you. I mean, take it all longer. But yeah, we're done.
How did someone decide what procedure is the best for them?
I mean, it's usually the result of a consultation, especially if someone's over the age of, let's say, 40. So just like with you have to consult with your client ahead of time, figure out what they need, what they want, what experience they want. We do the same in aesthetics. We need some kind of baseline, interaction with you and get to know you a little bit and figure out what it is you're looking for, what your goals are, and then we can tailor recommendations.
So it's the Gen X crowd.
Yeah.
It's my crowd.
So, and the recommendations are going to be very different for someone coming in when they're 35 versus someone coming in when they're 65 and haven't possibly done anything. And we have a lot more to talk about. So, so we talked a little in the beginning about, what's a good time to do boudoir photography, like whatever. It's like whenever you're ready and want to like have that empowering experience. The the right time to start Botox is, varies. Some people start it preventatively, that's called prejuvenation. Some people don't get to it till they're 45, 50, 55, and we're trying to get some lift and some softening. So,
Mhm.
it's just one tool in our toolbox. We don't want to sort of oversell it, over push it, make people look plastic or frozen or anything like that. It's a fun B word. So we thought we'd include it tonight. It's certainly what we call in aesthetics the entry level drug. It's the thing people tend to try first because it's easy and the price point's a little lower than some other things we do. So it's definitely something you could play with, try out. If you're younger, we'll do low doses. We call it baby tox. If you're older, we might have to do, higher doses, but
What's that called?
Yeah.
It's not baby talks. So what's can you tell me the oldest client that you've had come in?
oh, 80s.
80s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, impressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And youngest is someone in their 20s, but they're usually just looking to enhance their lips. So we do a little lip flip. So
Yeah. I had that. I did. I did. I actually did like that one. My oldest client was 76.
nice.
I love it because it's not just for
Patients. Yeah.
it is ageless. There's no better word.
It kind of leads into one of the questions we got. So the first one was, is there anyone who shouldn't have Botox, or has there ever been a time where it doesn't take or doesn't work?
We don't inject, our main contraindications to Botox are usually pregnant or breastfeeding women. And there's no good reason for that because it couldn't actually do anything to the baby.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, but we just don't do it for medical legal reasons. So there's that. I've never come across someone who had an allergy to tox. So that would be extraordinarily rare. But I would just say primarily we avoid pregnant or breastfeeding women for medical legal reasons. And if we feel like someone's expectations are not realistic for what it's going to do, then we try not to inject. Because if we don't think we're going to deliver the result, then we don't want to put it in. It would be a waste of money. But that's pretty much it. It's rare for someone to be completely resistant to Botox. I've seen a few people over the course of decades who it just doesn't work for. Like literally, we've tried multiple brands, you put it in and their muscles don't respond to it. So that's extraordinarily rare. Again, I've been injecting tox since 2005.
20 years.
Like hundreds of thousands, and I can think of 3 people.
Wow.
Who it just didn't work or stopped working. So most often, if your tox didn't work, the dose wasn't adequate. That is the key. Dose, effect, dose, effect, dose, effect, dose, effect. So this is another sort of Groupon situation. Someone will say, oh, I went to Groupon. They told me I got 50 units and, it got injected and everything still moves. I'm like, you didn't get 50 units.
No.
I don't know.
Can you tell me what a unit is?
Well, no, because there's
No, it's boring.
Okay. So it's boring. But the point is we very often come across people who say it didn't work, it didn't. I'm like, it's very rare to see someone who's resistant to Botox. So if your tox didn't work, the dose wasn't strong enough for the muscle. Like you didn't get enough to relax the muscle. And that would be why it doesn't work.
So we got a comment and a question during that. So the comment was Pam, who works with us. She said, no brainer. Prejuvenate with Lisa before shooting with Amanda. What a lovely gift to yourself or someone else.
Right.
And the question is, can Botox help deep wrinkles, or would that be more of a filler?
Deep wrinkles, we can is usually deep wrinkles will not completely respond to Botox because deep wrinkles are usually what we call static wrinkles, which means that they're there on the face even when you're not moving your muscles. They're so deep, they're so etched that they're there even when your face is frozen. That kind of wrinkle is not going to go away with Botox. Botox works on the dynamic wrinkles, which are the ones that get worse as the muscles, moving. It will soften those. So usually with deep wrinkles, we can use filler to some extent, but more often than not, we need to go to our skin smoothing and skin tightening treatments involving heat, plus or minus microneedling, because we need to put collagen back in the skin. We need the cells to make more collagen, and so we have to stimulate that to do.
I'm learning so much.
know.
It's fascinating.
So yes, there's definitely limits to what it can do. So deep wrinkles, you're probably looking at a different procedure than Botox.
But you would figure that out during the
Yeah, yeah,
consultation.
yeah.
Because deep wrinkles are visible. So,
Well, they're there even when the face is simple, so
right.
they need more help.
That's what I have. So I actually want to switch gears real quick here for just a second. I wrote down a couple of like different questions that I get asked. And one thing that I get asked is if they can bring a friend or their partner with them. And I encourage them to do so. Your partner can stay during the hair and makeup. Then we kick them out or kick her out, doesn't matter. We do the shoot and they can join you back for the reveal. Do you let friends come or partners come?
In talks appointments, anyone could be in the room.
Okay,
with-
perfect,
So, no problem.
perfect. And confidentiality,
Mhm.
if, yeah,
Same as a medical practice.
perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah, I get asked if they're gonna be posted online and not unless you sign the paper.
Mhm.
There you go.
All
So
right,
I think that was it. We're a little early.
good.
Yeah,
Any questions? I think that this was fun. Thank you so
I
much.
had so much fun. Oh my gosh.
So again, do watch stuff we post later. We'll post a replay. It's gonna have more footage, more behind the scenes
Yeah.
stuff, more views, more talking, more chatting about how to prepare.
If more questions come in, we'll answer those.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll announce on Renew, and of course you'll announce it on your Facebook too. We'll announce the raffle winners. So
How can they reach you?
I know. Well, you can call renewmetaspa.com or 603-931-4345 would be Renew. And
Perfect.
you are here in lovely Bedford, New Hampshire.
I'm in Bedford, AmandaMarquisPhotography.com. My phone number, I won't answer. It's 603-340-5789. Absolutely, right here in Bedford.
Thank you so much for joining.